For years, Justin Bieber was everywhere. Stadiums, headlines, charts, and a voice that felt like the soundtrack of an era. Then the noise stopped. In 2022, a rare diagnosis hit him in the middle of the Justice World Tour, and fans watched him step back when he looked like he needed the world to step back too. Now it's 2026, and Justin is walking onto the Grammy stage again. So what changed? Justin Bieber has spent more than a decade at the top of the music industry. He went from a kid singing on YouTube to a global pop icon with a fan base that grew up with him. That rise was fast, loud, and unstoppable. Once he reached that level, there was no off switch. Every era had a new headline. Every album had a new expectation. Every appearance had a microscope attached to it. By the time the Justice World Tour was rolling, Justin was doing what only a few artists on Earth can do. He was filling arenas night after night, city after city, with thousands of people showing up just to sing the same lines back to him. That kind of tour is not just performing, it's endurance, pressure. There's travel, rehearsals, cameras, and the constant feeling that you can't slow down because the machine is still moving. Then 2022 happened. Justin revealed he had been diagnosed with Ramsay-Hunt syndrome, a rare condition linked to the same virus that causes chickenpox and shingles, and it can affect nerves around the ear and face. In his case, it led to partial facial paralysis and obvious difficulties with basic movement on one side of his face. And when something like that hits you, it's not just physical, it messes with your confidence. It messes with how safe you feel in your own body. Imagine being someone whose job is to communicate emotion through your voice, face, and presence. Then suddenly, your face is not cooperating. Imagine realizing that even blinking can be a struggle. That's why Justin was forced to cancel several dates of the Justice Tour. It wasn't drama or taking a break. It was a health reality that didn't care about schedules or ticket sales.
Fans will get to see him sing live when the show airs Sunday on CBS and Paramount+.
It's gonna be great.
Now here's the part a lot of people forget. Justin has also been open in the past about mental health struggles. Growing up in the spotlight came with anxiety, overwhelming pressure, and constant public scrutiny. When you become famous as a teenager, you don't just get famous. You grow up inside the public's opinion, and the public doesn't whisper, it shouts. So when the physical health scare hit, it didn't land on a blank page. It landed on top of years of pressure. It intensified everything. Because once you've dealt with anxiety, anything that makes you feel out of control can pull you right back into that spiral. That's why stepping away from large-scale performances mattered. It gave him time to focus on healing, not just physically, but emotionally. It gave him distance from the noise. Sometimes distance is the only way you can hear yourself again. And through that difficult period, one person stayed consistently by his side, Hailey Bieber. Hailey was seen supporting him as he dealt with health challenges, and fans watched their relationship shift from the glossy red carpet version to something quieter and more serious. There's less performance, more patience, and greater resilience. That kind of support doesn't fix everything, but it can hold you steady while you do the work. Let's ask you something. When an artist disappears for a while, what do you assume? Do you assume they fell off? Or do you assume they're rebuilding? Because rebuilding is exactly what this looks like. Then came 2026, the Grammy Awards. The news cycle lit up with one line that changed the whole story. Justin Bieber is set to perform at the Grammys, his first major Grammy stage return in about 4 years, and reports also noted he's up for multiple awards.
Lil Bieber is up for 4 awards and hasn't really performed on a major public stage since he was diagnosed with Ramsay-Hunt syndrome in 2022.
4 years is a long time in pop culture. In internet time, it's an entire lifetime. For most artists, disappearing for that long can end the conversation. But with Justin, the conversation never fully ended. It just went quiet. Fans kept watching. They kept waiting. They kept hoping he'd be back when he was ready, not when the industry demanded it. That's why this Grammy moment matters. Because a comeback isn't just walking on stage. It's deciding you're ready to be seen again. It's deciding that you can handle the lights, the cameras, the judgment, and still stay grounded in who you are now, not who the world expects you to be. If you've ever dealt with health scares, anxiety, or just a season where life humbled you, you know how big that decision is. Before we get into what this Grammy performance could mean for his future, I want to hear from you. Do you think Justin should return gradually with select performances? Or do you want a full new era, a new album, and a real tour again? Drop your take in the comments, and if you want more breakdowns like this, hit like and subscribe so you don't miss the next upload. There's also something poetic about the Grammys being the stage for this moment, because the Grammys are not an easy room. It's not your hometown crowd. It's not a tour stop where everyone came specifically for you. It's the industry, the cameras, the critics, the comparisons, and the pressure to make it perfect. If you've been through a confidence-shaking health issue, that's the kind of stage that can feel like the final boss. So when the headlines say Justin is performing, that's not just cool news. That's a sign he believes his body can handle it, his mind can handle it, and his heart can handle it. And look, people will debate everything. They'll debate whether he still has it. They'll debate his voice. They'll debate his look. They'll debate his relationship. That's what happens when you've been famous since you were a kid. But the real win is simpler. The real win is that he's showing up. Because showing up after something like Ramsay Hunt syndrome is not a flex. It's courage. It's vulnerability. It's saying, I'm not done, without needing to scream it. There's another layer here that fans notice. Hailey being there through the hard stretch changes how people read this moment. It makes it feel less like a manufactured comeback and more like a supported return. So, here's the moment I keep coming back to. 4 years ago, Justin's world got smaller because it had to. Health forced it to. Stress forced it to. Life forced it to. Now the world gets big again, but on his terms. And that's the kind of comeback that usually lasts. So when Justin Bieber steps onto the Grammy stage in 2026, it's not just a performance. It's a line between the era where everything happened to him and the era where he chooses what happens next. And honestly, that's what a real comeback looks like. What do you expect from this Grammy moment? A one-time emotional return or the start of a full new chapter? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, because honestly, this story is not over yet. Until next time.